Jail cells like these aren't as crowded as they used to be since bail reform was put into effect in 2020.
Fairness is the key here.
New York State enacted bail reform legislation to make sure people who are economically disadvantaged were not being held on bail for nonviolent crimes. Erie County District Attorney John Flynn says the legislation eliminated the need for people to pay bail on most misdemeanors.
They came up with a rule that said that all misdemeanors, which would include like stealing a candy bar, all misdemeanors and some nonviolent felonies, that judges can no longer put bail on someone.
Since bail reform took effect, critics have had many issues with it.
Bail brings people back to court. That's why it's there.
Robert Orr is the New York State Senate Minority Leader. He has a number of issues with bail reform.
We've seen an increase in recidivism, which is repeat offenses. We've seen an increase in violent crime across the state. And we've seen people who otherwise would have been able to be held for gun charges, for assaults, for robberies, for theft, especially if they were repeat offenders, they can no longer be held.
Dean Palaio is the Alma Town Justice and also advises other town judges in his district. He says that the idea behind bail is to ensure that defendants come back to court.
And the problem is, it's not a problem, but there's no minor consequences. So for just stealing a car, if you're 16 or 17, you brought in your appearance ticket, you go home. And you could do that 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and you just keep going home.
DA Flynn says that he would like to see some changes to allow judges to consider public safety when deciding to set bail.
The only state in the country where public safety is not a factor in setting bail. Every other state in the country has some form of public safety that the judge can put in their mind.
Governor Kathy Hochul acknowledges that there are some shortcomings with the bail reform legislation, and she is proposing changes to the bail reform process.
There is an inconsistency in our law right now. That's what I'm striving to fix with respect to the least restrictive means in particular. So there have been very productive conversations in this room, many meetings as recently as yesterday, and regular conversation about how we meet our mutual objectives of protecting public safety.
Lawmakers continue to negotiate changes to bail reform as part of the ongoing state budget talks. Once a decision is reached, we will have more information on our website at broadcastingbuffalo.com. For Broadcasting Buffalo, I'm Alessia Gervasi.